Okay, so I had posted a picture a few days on Instagram, and a few of you wanted me to remake that look, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have already done brows and foundation, so I'm going to start right in with contouring and highlighting. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour cream kit. I am going to be using kind of the lightest shade right here. And I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes. And right under where I would contour. And then I'm going to go in with the widest shade of that and just go down the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow and my chin. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. Okay. Now I'm just going to kind of use this brush set. um, these, I just got the cheap ones from Walmart. I'm going back into that same palette and I'm just going to use the middle contour color. I'm just going to measure it from the top of my ear down. I'm just going to kind of blend that up so that it's not so harsh. I'm going to blend that up to my temple area. I'm just kind of going to use what's left on the brush and go in with my hairline. And if I think I need a little bit more, I'm just going to I don't want anything harsh on my forehead just because I'm so light. I don't want to look crazy or anything. Okay. Now I'm going to start in with the eyes. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in 0.5. I'm just going to use that as a base on my eyelids. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. And now I'm just going to go and kind of set things. I'm going to go in with just this blush brush, and I'm going to be using the Airspun translucent powder, and I'm going to knock most of it off to where I barely have anything on my brush, and then just set my eyelids so that it'll be easier to blend out when I start putting shadows on it. And I'm just going to use that same powder and start setting my under eyes. Make sure nothing's creased underneath, and just pat that in. And use the same powder and go back in where I put that highlight color under my cheeks and kind of just bake it a little bit. I'm just going to put it in places that either get darker on me or move a lot, like my mouth or my nose, or places that just need to be lightened up. And now I'm actually going to go in with the Urban Decay Velvetizer. I'm just going to use this product by itself. I'm going to go back in with that blush brush and tap a little bit on it and just set other places that need to be set with powder. Whereas if I'm going to put like a blush powder on or something like that, I want it to have a powder on top so that it doesn't stick or anything of that sort. Okay. Now into the eyeshadow. For me, this is kind of like a natural, everyday kind of look for me. So it wasn't anything spectacular. My dog actually chewed up my brushes, so I'm just kind of having to use what I've got. I will be alternating probably between these 4 brushes. Most of them are kind of like a fluffy or a tapered, and this one's just kind of like a little flat brush. I will mainly be using this one. It kind of has some give to it. I will be using the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette, and I will start basically from the lightest color in on the top row. I'm not going to use this color. I'm going to start with the second lightest and just kind of blend that into the crease. I start everything in the crease and just blend it inward. Make sure there's no harsh lines. That is the most important thing, and try not to go below your crease. I don't know if you can see that. There's nothing on my lid. It's all in that crease area. I put most of the product on the on the outer end of my eye and just blend it inwards. I put some on my outer V and kind of blend up. I'm going to go in with this brush and just kind of blend out the harsh lines at the top. Now I'm going to go in with that second color, or the third color. and put it exactly where that one is. Each time I get darker with a color, I concentrate it more into the crease instead of blending it outwards, if that makes sense. And I'll just be repeating the process with each color that I do. I'm going to use the first three colors, so to say. So the second, the third, and the fourth color on the top row. And as I said, each time I get darker, the more I focus into the crease. Now I'm just going to jump down into these two browns. I'm going to be using the darker brown, and that one is strictly going to be crease. I'm not really going to blend it up or out or anything of that sort. So I'm just going to take a little bit and really just light-handedly put it into that crease. I say I'm not going to blend it in or out, but I'm still going to blend it so that there's no harsh lines or anything of that sort, so that it really fades in but still keeps a definition into my crease. I don't know if you can really tell the difference between this side and this side. This one has the brown in it and this one doesn't. Now I'm still going to use the brush that I've been blending with and kind of blend out the harsh line from the crease and the lid. I don't know if you can see how there's a definite line right there. I'm just going to soften it a little bit. I'm not really going to blend it down. I'm just going to soften it because I'm not really going for a cut crease right here. That's just how I focus my eyeshadows mainly is in the crease, and then I lighten it on the lid. Um, Now I'm going to go in with kind of my little flat brush that I have, and I'm going to use this purplish color in the palette. It's almost the last color on the top. And I'm just going to put that in the outer V, I guess, of my eye. And I'm going to focus it on the outside of it. So when you put it down, drag it out. You can start in the middle and really focus it outward. You can kind of put majority of the color on the outside of it and then kind of blend it out with what's left on the brush, and that may help. Now I'm just going to use this sparkly color from Urban Decay. It's the Midnight Cowboy. I guess it would help if I opened it. Color. It's a really shimmery pinkish color. And I'm just going to focus that on the inner corner and touching that purple color with it. I leave the inner corner kind of blank or naked so that this color really pops. If you want to do more with it, you can actually put a concealer down and do it that way, but I'm fine with this, or you can spray it with a setting spray and put it on that way. But for something subtle, this is just how I do it. And you're going to want to blend those two together, the Midnight Cowboy and the purple color in the palette, and just kind of back and forth. You should be able to see it kind of like a line right there. and just kind of blend those out. Try not to let either of those colors get into the crease because that kind of loses the definition in the crease and it just makes it all one blob. Now I'm going to go in with eyeliner. I'm just going to tight line my eyes. This is a waterproof kohl liner from Rimmel London. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my waterline. I think that's it for the eyes except mascara. I'm going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't think this is the waterproof one now. I've literally fallen in love with this mascara. I probably will not use another one ever again. I have a piece of hair that wants to be eyelashes today. And I kind of do like a mascara cleanup. And I put my fingers underneath and I blink to make sure that there's nothing there to come off like onto my actual makeup or something of that sort. Now I'm going to switch gears back into contouring. And I just have this small little Ulta contour-ish palette. And I'm going to go in with a big fan brush. I'm going to go in with the actual contour color. I'm just going to put it over that cream and blend it upward. I'm going to put it everywhere that I put the cream color, just to bronze my face up a bit. And sometimes I use that blush in here, but I don't think I was actually wearing it in the picture. I normally don't wear blush on most days. Now for actual highlight, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit and Sweets. I'm just going to focus mainly in the marshmallow color. That's the one that I normally use, and I'm kind of going to use this fluffy tapered brush. I'm going to put that on my cheekbones, on my nose, anywhere I really put that highlight color. Then I'm going to use this little fluffy brush, and I'm going to go back in with that same marshmallow highlight color and pop it into my inner corners. Put a little bit under my brows. and cannot forget the Cupid's bow. And before I forget, because it's easy to forget, I'm going to brush away that bakage underneath. I was more concerned about under here because that's a sight to walk out with. Now I think everything, or what everyone actually wanted, was the lipstick on it. I'm using it's an Ulta matte cream in Stirring. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a dark red, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Stripped. Both are liquid lipsticks. It's kind of like a nudish, with a little bit of a pink undertone in it. I'm going to start off with the Ulta liquid lipstick, and I just kind of take off all the excess off of it so that I'm not just starting off with a bunch of product on my lip, because I'm also lining with this lipstick and the actual wand. So I just go through and do a simple line first. Then I kind of go in and I start filling most of my lip in with this color. I start from the edges and kind of blend it out to the center, because that's where the Anastasia color is going to be. I kind of go around the center. It's kind of like I did on the eyes. I leave where I want my lightest color blank so that I can really get that true color and blend it out as needed. Okay, and now that I have complete bare in the center, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia color. I do the same thing. I take off most of the product, which it still has product on the wand anyways, but I just take off all the excess that's on it, and I just pop that in the center and I start blending it out. And there you go. If you want it more intense, just add more of the red to it so that you can really get that dark color in with it. And whoo, light. And this is everything, if you can see it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you want to see next.